is ready for him. I feel like, well, maybe. I know Willie and Steve are just looking at me with ridiculous faces. All right. So let's find out more about the legend of Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew.
Never heard of Minshew.
Yeah, I'm going to have to find a nickname for that.
Became a folk hero.
That's the Minshew mustache.
No, that ain't right. Hi, guys.
I'm Gardner Minshew.
The Minshew mania is crazy right now.
Take it one play at a time. We can do this.
My name's Gardner Minshew the second, but I'm not the second.
I got one more piece of tape. I'm Gardner Minshew, and I'm from Mississippi.
Gardner Minshew, the rookie from Washington State, is in at quarterback.
You know, he's new to the huddle. It's loud, and he's calling the play, and everybody said it together like, what? Gardner, speak up. We all like real close. The huddle is real jam-packed, trying to get the play.
And then he's just separately just like, all right, you do this, you got this, let's go.
And then after that, he marches down the field.
What a terrific back shoulder throw from Minshew to Conley for the touchdown.
You're dead on the money. Fast forward a couple of weeks, and he's consistently put up big numbers. It's like, okay.
Minshew looking to the end zone. It is caught, and that was all Minshew.
He really has some Southern swag.
I haven't really got to experience all the Gardner Minshew that everybody else has, you know, like the jockstrap and the stretching routine and all that.
Them jorts, man, them bringing them back. The open shirt, little hair, swag. Do you, Gardner?
Gardner Minshew doing a great job as a rookie. Called into action back in week 1 when Nick Foles hurt his collarbone. He has 13 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions in his first 8 games. The second best ratio in the Super Bowl era behind our guy, Kurt Warner. And he's just one of 3 quarterbacks, along with Brady and Russell Wilson this year, with multiple touchdowns and no interceptions in 4 or more games. So not too shabby. But how long will he be their guy? Ian Rappaport, I know you have more on this. So, Ian, the Jags obviously gave Nick Foles that big money contract to be their guy. First off, when will he be healthy? And second, does it even matter because is he getting this job back?
Well, here's what we know about Nick Foles. He is expected to be healthy enough to play Week 11 against the Colts. So after the bye in a couple weeks, at that point, Colleen, he's expected to be elevated to the active roster. Everything besides that is up in the air, and there is no guarantee, in fact, that Foles, their big-ticket free agent item, does, in fact, get his job back. Here is what is riding on today's game. If Gardner Minshew goes out, plays really well, the team wins, looks like the starting quarterback kind of continues the way he has been, then there is a chance they go with the hot hand and keep Minshew in the saddle as their quarterback. If he comes in, struggles, throws a couple picks, does not look good against this Texans defense, there is more reason for Doug Marrone to go with Nick Foles as the quarterback. So in other words, a huge, huge game for Minshew today.
That's true. And plus, Foles doesn't get hot to the postseason anyway, Ian. We all know that.
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you, Ian. Let's punch up MJD now, get his opinion on this. Look, you know this team very well. You know the locker room. I don't know who your friends are in the background. Maybe you can tell us about that, too.
That was interesting.
Is this Gardner's team?
No, I didn't. No.
Well, okay. I'm sorry. Well, listen, I was trying to lighten it up because I'm with my guys from Switzerland here, and we were just having a nice conversation about it. And Willie, I told him, I said, in 2001, correct me if I'm wrong, there was a guy by the name of Tom Brady who replaced Drew Bledsoe, right? Big ticket guy, right?
Yeah.
Guys were rolling, a little hotness, things were moving along, and I think that's what you're seeing now here in Jacksonville. Gardner Minshew has done a phenomenal job of just making plays week in and week out and really driving this team and keeping them in the race. And I truly believe, and this is not what I've heard or what I know, this is just my opinion, that you stick with the hot hand. You stick with the guy that's winning games and get you going there right now. 4-2, make big-time wins against the Denver Broncos. I mean, making some huge plays last week, throwing for a ton of yards, 3 touchdowns. You stick with the hot hand, Colleen. That's what you do. Now I'm going to go back and continue this conversation with my mates here from Switzerland.
Hell yeah.
Why is the one guy in a cow outfit,
And
though?
when have you been to Switzerland?
Why are you in a cow outfit?
I think he has to explain it. He's our Texan that we brought. He's a first-timer here, so that's why he had to come in there.
Oh, he's a Texans fan, that's why. So he's a cow. That's what happens.
Wow. All right, this makes more sense.
That's how we do things.
Okay, cool.
Oh, now
all right,
you're
keep
welcome. Now he's
talking to the people out there, MJD. Bring us more.
Now
Bring us more
MJD's
of
the
that.
we people.
What?
He was like the we.
First of all, I will say this. I don't think it's about the money. It's about wins. What quarterback gives you the best opportunity to win football games? It's a great story for Gardner. He's not for Gardner Minshew. He's not a gimmick. We know we talk about the mustache and the headband, but this kid has an ability that I don't see in Nick Foles as far as extending plays and making plays out of the pocket. So when you watch him and you watch what he does a great job at avoiding defenders. Here's Jamal Adams, one of the best defenders in the game, safety coming off. He tries to get outside. He steps back up in the pocket, avoids the sack. But the most important thing here is he keeps his eyes down the field. He finds Conley. This little play right here turns into a 70-yard touchdown, okay? You got to have an innate ability to make this happen. Here he is again, surveying the front side of the field. His vision stays down the field. Most quarterbacks will take off, they'll run, they'll throw the ball away. He extends the play, gives his receivers time to get open, stops on a dime, avoids Basham, and then makes a dart in the corner of the end zone. This ability that he possesses, Nick Foles does not possess. So if we're talking about money and contracts and all those different things, that's great. If we're talking about trying to win football games and having that it factor at the quarterback position, he brings that to this team.
I really love what you said as far as contracts. Contracts and what guys get, that's what the offseason and during the week is for. But the games are played on the weekends, and guys only care about wins and losses. We talk about Doug Marrone. It's an important game for Gardner Minshew. It's an extremely important game for Doug Marrone because this team was, 2.5, 3 years away from being in the Super Bowl. Yeah. They need to step up, and Gardner Minshew gives them that ability. Also, what I love about him is they're going to run the ball efficiently. In the 4 wins, 171 yards average rushing, and also yards per carry, 5. Takeaways, 7 in the 4 losses, only 1 in the 4 wins. What I really love about Gardner Minshew is he is a guy who has taken a scenic route, meaning his journey to the NFL has not been like some of these other guys. Mm-hmm. He's undrafted. He understands the struggle. And so he has something innate to dig deep down. When things don't go well, he can problem solve. And that's what I love. And that is not the true traditional way of quarterbacks in the new NFL.
Right. And if the Jags beat the Texans, they'll be tied with the Texans right behind the Colts, who they play right after their bye, Week 11.